The shore. The empty waves. There he stood, full of great thoughts, and gazed into the distance. The river flowed. The forest murmured. The sun was hidden in the mist. And he thought.
Here we'll found a city to spite our arrogant neighbours. Here we'll cut a window into Europe, naturally. It's our destiny!
Yes. Well, that's the official version. It's not quite the way I tell it. I don't think my feet were ever dry. The place was a swamp. Why do you think nobody lived there?
Keep up! Keep up! We haven't got all day.
Mosquitoes the size of sparrows.
Are we there yet, Mum?
This'll do anyway. Close enough to Sweden to hear their pleas for mercy. I should get used to this victory thing. Makes a nice change. Don't you agree, Lizetka?
Hmm? And how do you like it, you Swedish bastards? How do you like the taste of defeat? Do you think you can get used to it? You better hard get used to it! Because Peter is right here! And Peter is in...
I'd like to know what he thinks he's been doing all this time.
Learning things.
Nonsense. Dangerous foreign nonsense. Dangerous, expensive foreign nonsense. 2.5 million rubles. No wonder we've got rebellion in the barracks. I hope you're going to tell him.
Tell him yourself.
What do they look like, Alexei?
A load of Russian cabbages waiting to be pickled.
You know how I hate all this bollocks. Romodanovsky, I hope you've been looking after the old place.
It's good you're back, Peter. The rebel soldiers are massive.
You know I never got to Venice. Infuriating. They have warships with oars, like, you know, galleys. Fantastic. Get up before I knock the heads off the lot of you. Quick, quick! Don't waste time. I can't stand wasting time. Wasted time is like death. You can never reverse it.
18 months. You haven't changed.
No, my friend. But you will. You all will.
Lord have mercy, Christ have mercy.
All of you. By the end of the day, my lord, make it happen.
Sire, by holy Russia and all your blessed ancestors, please spare the immortal soul of your faithful servant. To shave the beard is a sin that the blood of all the ancestors cannot cleanse.
Oh, shut up, old man, shut up. All right, not you. Keep your beard if you feel it'll get you into heaven. But all the rest of you, all you, your beards, your long dresses, your sleeves trailing in your soup, all your silly, craven, superstitious old Moscow stuff. History!
Sire, husband.
My two least favorite words in the Russian language.
May you be safe, my light. After so long a silence, your little wife bows low before you. We beg your mercy. Your son Alexei and his poor mother beg your mercy.
Romodanovsky!
She's still here.
Unfortunately, the Tsarista refuses all argument, Peter.
You cannot force me from my marriage, from my son. Not even you can force me from the world.
If you'll excuse me, madam.
I am Alexei's mother. I have duties before God.
And I have the survival of Holy Russia to attend to.
I have no wish to be a nun.
There's no point looking at him. He was one of us. He had a job to do. Secret policeman. Rooting out treason in word or deed. There were so many rebels. Romodanovsky had to set up 14 separate torture chambers just to get through the work. Don't be a fool. Loyalty. That's what matters in life. In government. In Russia. Lopped off 1,200 heads that autumn we did. Did 20 myself. Don't look like that. They had to learn to appreciate what he was trying to do. For Russia. You have to understand, Peter was the first Tsar ever to leave our soil.
Buggers don't like me going off to Europe. No gratitude for all the good things I brought back.
Like smoking.
And coffee, and tea, and Dutch houses, and English dentistry, and German clothes, and Italian singing, and embalming corpses.
Yeah, that was fun.
And ships. Beautiful, beautiful ships. Did I ever show you my certificate I got from Holland, Alexei?
Yeah, often.
Peter Mikhailov is an able and competent shipwright who has thoroughly mastered the science of naval architecture. And 40,000 flintlocks with bayonets, and 1,000 foreign experts to make Russia great. Pity they can't hold their drink.
The women had to buck their ideas up. The sensible ones decided it might be a good idea to find a way to like it. Corsets and so on. Bare shoulders. Lovely. I mean, Peter wasn't an unreasonable man, whatever anybody says. And the law is the law.
I shall save Russia by iron and by fire. They'll be grateful in the end.
Happy New Year, Alexei!
Happy New Century!
Happy New Russia, Grandad!
Now, I don't want you to think that the Tsar was obsessed with Western fashion or Western politics. No. He was always a scruffy sod, and he was always an autocrat. That wasn't the point at all of any of it. The point was national survival. We were at war. We always were, with Turkey some of the time, with Sweden almost all of the time. 21 years of it with Sweden. And we kept on losing men and guns and territory and pride. And Peter knew in his heart he could lose Russia too. Unless...
The Swedes have got used to being stronger than us. They think they can laugh at us with their fortresses, their cannons, and their navy. God help us, their Swedish navy.
But this place... Okay, so we can almost see the Swedish army from here, but it's... Well... It's a bog. And the river's going to ice up, what, half the year, wouldn't it?
You know what, Grandad? Russia has everything we need. Timber and iron and bricks and men, millions of men.
Thousands of miles away, maybe. Completely untrained, almost certainly.
I am the Tsar of Russia, and I am a reasonable man. But I have this one small desire, which is to save my country from dismemberment. And that means having my own navy. Otherwise, what's the point of being a Tsar?
Hey, Skipper. Remember when you used to say, if you couldn't be Tsar of Russia, you'd want to be...
An English admiral. Be more fun. I liked England. Good drink, good talk. Ships and guns and fireworks. Whatever it takes, I want to have my own shipyards. My cannon foundries and my great fortress right here. And a city. Yeah, why not? A big, beautiful European city all my own. Get me the best architects in Europe. Dutch ones, they know about water and stuff. Petropolis. Petropol. St Petersburg!
My lord.
No, get up. If only everyone spent the time they spent bowing and scraping working harder, we'd all get a hell of a lot more done. I would lose my bloody temper all the bloody time.
Yes, you would, you miserable sod. You wanted the best in Europe. Here he is.
Man here?
Signor Domenico Trezzini.
Trezzini? Doesn't sound very Dutch.
I'm from Switzerland, sire. But I can build in the Dutch style. I can build in any style you require.
You been to Moscow?
Yes.
Any style but Moscow style, all right? No bloody onion domes. Sit.
You know what the foreign visitors say about Moscow, sire?
No, and don't call me sire.
Call him Captain.
They say, Captain, that Moscow is beautiful, but only from a long way away.
Now, about my fortress.
Well, I've made some preliminary charts. Well, now then, here's the Baltic Sea. Here's the estuary where we're standing. There's the current Swedish border.
Not for long.
So bearing in mind the climate and the geology of the estuary,
Yes. Now, look, what I want it big. I want it covering this whole island, so the water protects it on all sides. I want bastions on 4 corners, and an outer wall at least 8 meters thick. And I've been thinking about the foundations. And yeah, look, over here, this is where we'll put the shipyard.
I think hexagonal. 6 bastions, not 4. But of course, I'm very happy to work with your plans, Captain.
Hey, Alexei. What do you think, 4 bastions or 6?
Oh, I don't mind, as long as you name one of them after me.
You can do some bloody work then. You build your bastion, I'll build mine. 4 of the other lads can have one as well. I shall set up a chancellery of fortification matters. You shall be my chief architect.
Of course, the walls alone will take a year to 2 years to build.
No good.
I'm sorry?
Want it done by the autumn. I have a war on.
Well, you'll need, good God, at least 20,000 men.
Give me 20,000 men, Alexei. Now.
Well, that's 20,000 men, not including the lumber workers. For the piles, we'll need to drive thousands of piles into the marsh to make the foundations.
Put a few thousand men upstream and get logs floated down the river, Alexei.
On it. On it now.
They'll need to be 6, 8 meters long at least, the logs. Then if we put rubble into the pit...
What about my guns?
We'll put embrasures in the gaps between the walls.
He got his 20,000 men, of course. And walls of the Peter Paul fortress went up, of course. Though there weren't any wheelbarrows, so the men just used their shirts to cart away the dirt. And as for the logs, that was 40,000 tree trunks just for the perimeter wall. But Peter wanted much more.
The garden. Where shall we put the garden?
A garden?
You must have a summer garden with peonies. Get some peonies from Italy. Women like peonies.
But there won't be any women here. In the fortress.
In St Petersburg. In the city.
City? Here?
Your point is?
Well, it's not fit, sir. Captain. It's not just a war. It's the marshes, the miasmas, the floods. It's not fit for human habitation.
Come with me.
Right there. My soldiers have orders to make me a cottage. Right here on this very spot. Low ceilings, I like low ceilings. 2 rooms, and I'll paint the walls to look like bricks, and the roof to look like tiles. They'll be really, you know, Dutch. Right here, so when you're building St. Petersburg, I can watch.
We can watch. So what do you think? Catherine? If you don't like it, I'll...
Kill me, and I'll show you how much I like it.
And she's the other thing that happened that year, 1703, the year he decided to build himself a city, the year he fell in love. Catherine was just a Latvian servant girl, prisoner of war, caught my eye first. This is before I married your mother, of course. And then, I'd found him tarts before. This time, who'd have thought it? I'd found him an empress. Well, honestly, what use was a woman like that to a man like Peter? Alexei? By the time we'd finally prized her off him, she'd already ruined that boy.
But you said the Tsarista didn't want to be a nun.
Since when did what she wanted come into it?
Father.
He was the Tsar. He liked his own way, Maria. Even when we were kids, if he didn't like something, he got himself a new one. Didn't like the old army, so he got us. Toy soldiers? No. Not then. Not ever. We grew up to be his imperial guard, the army he trusted, the army that won all his wars. Because with Peter, if he's going to play the game, he's going to play it to win. Whatever it takes, he is going to be the best.
An English admiral.
So he had half the church bells in Holy Russia melted down and cast into cannons. Bullied and conscripted and forced us to catch up with the West till the day came when we could show those Swedish bastards for thinking we were rubbish.
Listen, Alexei. The hour has come, which has placed the fate of all the fatherland in your hands. Do not think of yourselves as armed and drawn up to fight for Peter, but for the state and for the people of all Russia. Of Peter, know only that he sets no value on his life, if only Russia may live.
They're going to love it.
The hour has come, which has placed the fate of all the fatherland in your hands.
Our artillery went through them like a scythe through grass.
Oh, and don't keep moaning about the floods. Do something. Paving, for instance. Do it quickly, Trezzini. There's no time to waste. Yours, Peter. And Lizetka. Remind me who you are again?
A humble camp follower, Colonel.
And how are you enjoying life in the Tsar's baggage train?
More now that the guns are silent.
You like the sound of Russian victory?
I like it enough to congratulate you in person. You get too close to the bullets.
I don't get too close to them. It's them who gets too close to me. Order them to stop. Immediately.
Bad bullets. Stop that now.
God protects me. Look. We did it. Here at Poltava, Catherine, we won. When all the world thought that Peter must perish and Russia must fall into slavery. Now we can go home in peace and get married and build St Petersburg.
Not enough stone. An empire stretching across untold thousands of miles of empty planets, and you're telling me there's not enough stone?
To pave an entire city, Skipper.
I'll issue a decree. Every vessel that enters your wharf must bring stone. No stone, no mooring.
No stone, no head!
You're in charge of this wharf, Grandad. Make it happen. And what the hell's the matter with you?
Cold, sir. Wet, sir.
More architects. Different architects, that's what I need.
City's full of architects.
What's that under your arm?
Model housing scheme you wanted.
Yes! Smallest.
As you see, 1 story, 4 windows, and a dormer. Just like that place your soldiers built you, really. My students will be helping with this.
Russian students. Learn, learn, be like me. I seek teachers everywhere. So this is for the middling sort.
14 windows on the ground floor. Mezzanine with frontal gables. All wood, of course. Beam on beam, turf on the roof. And look, here's the design for your wealthiest residents.
How many wealthy residents do we have, Mr. Governor?
They don't want to live here. Too cold. Food too expensive. No fun.
We have fun. Get some. Get 1,000. Oh, get 1,000 of each sort of family. Rich, middle, poor.
Okay.
I'll issue a decree. I'll make it so that every newcomer will have to build one of your houses, Mynheer. Oh, and you can put mine just across the river.
You don't want one of these, surely?
It'll do great for a summer palace. I want to see the water on both sides. Make sure of that. 2 Dutch chimneys. Nothing too flashy. Put it in my summer garden. Couple of fountains like this. Grottos and whatnot for Catherine and the children. And statues. Ought to get some statues. You know, Greek ones. Get some from Italy. Frighten the horses, eh?
Hey, Alexei, what do you think?
Look, Peter. Real Dutch tiles. On the walls, on the ceilings, everywhere. Be fantastic, won't it? I thought an orangery in the garden.
Quite a palace for the illustrious Prince Menshikov.
Well, the governor of your new capital city must have a dwelling which will reflect glory on your choice. We were just discussing it, actually. And I thought a painting on the ceiling, the triumph of Mars, god of war. But...
Don't tell me. It'll have my face. Don't ever let me catch you! Money-grubbing little prick!
So did he.
Isn't it time you went to bed?
Don't you think you've had enough? Did he ever catch you?
Peter liked to play.
Pray silence for the most glorious song of the all-mad, all-drunken, all-joking assembly!
He's not the Tsar.
At times like this he is.
As the most glorious Tsar of the all-mad, all-drunken, all-joking assembly, I am pleased to... pleased to promote you, Colonel Peter Romodanovsky, to the rank of Major General Romanov.
Peter likes to have someone to promote him and pin his medals on him. It's not the same if you have to do it yourself, is it?
So, how'd you like being a general's wife?
And he likes to have fun. Well, you don't think this is fun?
Next, I sentence you, worthless knave, to drain the depths of the big Eagle Cup.
Ooh.
May the good Lord Bacchus judge you if you cannot accept this deserved punishment.
He's not going to drink that, is he?
Guess how much it holds?
A whole bottle of wine?
A whole bottle of fuck.
What's Menshikov done?
Too easy.
He'll need taking home.
Oh, I don't think so.
I need taking home.
Trezzini, don't. You can't leave before Peter does.
No, I've had it.
The skipper sends his respects and wishes to inquire where the bloody hell you think you're going, foreigner.
Sorry, my wife...
So's mine!
Nobody gets away. Nobody gets away from my father.
Crown Prince Alexei. We'd got shot of his mother, still couldn't get shot of him. All grown up now and still Peter's only son. But the only thing man and boy had in common was the drink.
Wanted us?
You stink.
Well, it's not my fault you insist on getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and you did make me drink the big Eagle Cup twice.
That boy, my son, I gave him to you for his education.
Given the sorry state of mind, that might not have been such a good idea.
Crown Prince is all right. He'll be all right. He'll be great. It's just he's more into God and book learning and all that stuff than any of the rest of us are.
We are soldiers, Grandad. And Alexei is an idle little sod.
Yes.
How can he protect Russia unless he's prepared to learn to fight? All he wants to do is shag servant girls.
You are hard on him.
You take a side against me! That boy will throw away everything! Everything I've done! God gave the Tsar 20 times as much work as anyone else, but he forgot to give him 20 times the strength!
Peter! Peter! Come back! Come back! What will I do without you? Oh, God is merciful. You work too hard.
Just back from death's door and you're nagging me already.
Nag you. I won't waste my breath.
From every nightmare, I always wake. And you're always here.
Maybe I'm part of the nightmare. Did you think of that?
Did I rant?
Just the usual.
Why can't I forget it?
Because you were 10 years old.
I was the Tsar.
You were a child. And a child shouldn't have seen what you saw. The blood and the cruelty. They tore men apart in front of your eyes, Peter. They threatened you. And your mother.
And people wonder why I hate Moscow. I never saw my mother afraid till that day. And now I can't remember her any other way. You know what else? Since the day I got you, I fear nothing.
I fear the loss of you.
You'd soon find someone taller.
Oh, and I fear that on the...
You will. You already have.
Daughters.
It's only me! Don't go to any trouble. I brought my own. Fine new recruit. Need a godfather for him?
An honour of which I'm not worthy. Thank you, yes. His name should be Peter.
I've been ill. And I've been thinking, it's time for you to build me a cathedral to be buried in. With a spire. An enormous spire. 500 feet tall. And no bloody...
Onion domes, don't worry. We'll have a basilica with 3 naves. And it will be northern in style. And there'll be a dome and a tower. And the spire will be, well, maybe not 500 feet, but tall, yes. So you can see it from wherever you are in the city. And if you like, Captain, I can send to Holland for the chimes.
It wasn't strictly true that he feared nothing. Cockroaches. He hated them. What he was really scared of was not getting the work done.
But there's a production quota.
10 million bricks a year, yeah. But it's not enough. Even without the cathedral, a new city eats bricks.
I'll write a decree. 12 million a year, do.
Yes, but
send me a note in triplicate.
The men, Captain.
Still deserting.
Deserting or dying.
Unpatriotic bastards! Work! 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 I do!
Well, they are Russians, Captain. And besides, we need paying. They don't eat. Half of them have got scurvy or dysentery or malaria.
Peter! One day, Captain, your legacy will be another Venice. People will come here just to bask in its beauty, and they're going to love it. May I present?
It's all taking too long.
Illustrious Prince, Mr. Governor, I haven't been paid this year. Now, I have a contract, and it stipulates 1,700 rubles a year. Menshikov, who is that?
That's the new chief architect starting. Ah, didn't he tell you? German, from the court of the King of Prussia. 5,000 rubles a year.
Ivan the Terrible, he had architects. As soon as they finished his cathedral, the old man put their eyes out.
Trezzini needn't have worried. The German only lasted a year, couldn't keep up. The next one was French.
Nothing for it, mon empereur, but to raise the old mess to the ground and start all over again. Another master plan. An imperial palace, 4 great and magnificent streets, each culminating in a square overlorded by a cathedral. A city of canals. Yes, well, I'm the governor of this city, and no thank you very much, monsieur. Peter went to war. The Frenchman had to get his plans past me.
You wily old devil.
Well, I had my ways. And anyway... smallpox. Trezzini began to look like he could outlive us all. Maybe they were better architects, but he was the one who could keep up with Peter, which meant up before dawn every morning, work all day, never sit still.
My tower.
Isn't that Zetska's coat?
You love people. And then they die.
Do you remember that day I took you to the summer garden? 10 babies she gave him, 4 of them boys, of whom just that one survived past a baby. Little Peter.
Go on, Maria. Go and play.
You know, he'd always rather I'd darned his old ones and spent money on new.
He could look so good if he made a bit more effort.
You be careful. No, don't give me any of your stories. I don't want to know where you get it all from. He's always been the same. Hates fuss and pomp and dressing up.
Daft. It's like when we were all in England and he sat at the back and called himself Corporal Mikhailov, and on pain of death, nobody was allowed to say who he really was.
The tallest man in the known world. You could hardly miss him.
I've never seen him as happy as when he was building that boat, picking up his certificate. I'm not saying he's not happy now.
He's pulling uphill with the strength of 10 men, Alexei.
There's millions pulling the other way. It's going to be fine, Catherine. That little soldier of yours, the next Tsar. Promise you.
I don't want the throne. I've already offered to give up my claim. So why is he still so horrible to me? These endless letters. Better a worthy stranger than my own unworthy son. He's a monster.
Alexei...
I can't do anything right.
If you took a bit more interest in the army, give up your servant girl.
Why should I give her up? My father never gave his up. He married his. He made his Empress of Russia.
Go to a monastery till things quieten down.
I already told you I'm not giving her up.
It doesn't have to be forever. They won't nail the monk's cap to your head. Just don't go abroad. It'll be all over for you if you do. If your father sends someone to persuade you to come back, don't. Alexei, he'll have your head.
Help me.
Is there any one of you who 15 years ago would have dared to imagine us filling the Baltic Sea with ships built with our own hands, living in this city, raised by us on enemy soil? Then why does nothing ever get done in time in this godforsaken hole?
Because half the men never turn up, Captain. Half the supplies never get delivered. Our work is being destroyed by corruption and bribery and venality of all kinds.
You want to name names? Grandad?
Peter! Peter, I've got to tell you.
You lie and cheat and steal and betray my work!
What now, Peter? Look, I can explain, but there's news. I have to tell you something. Peter, for God's sake, hit me later! Tell him, Romodanovsky.
The Crown Prince, Alexei, has gone.
What?
Your son has gone, left, run away.
Plotter. Traitor. Get him back.
No, I can't explain it. What happened next, it's...
His own child, though, Father.
He got as far as Italy. Peter promised he wouldn't be hurt as long as he came home.
I am your most humble and worthless slave, unworthy of the name of son.
You will denounce your claim to the throne.
Gladly.
And swear allegiance to my son, Peter. 3 years old and already more a man than you are.
Your will be done.
One more thing. Your accomplices.
I had no accomplices. Ha! Father, Sovereign, I swear.
You begged the Emperor of Russia to march against me and put you on my throne!
It's not true!
You planned to kill me! Your own father!
It's not true!
Have you ever been any help to me in all my labors and pain since you became a man? No! All the world knows you have not!
I'm unfit and unqualified for the task!
Instead, you offer comfort to my enemies and plot with them to remove me and destroy my work! Russia will be thrown into darkness because of you!
God have mercy. God have mercy. God have mercy.
I am alone, and all my work will die in your hands.
Besides, you never loved me.
hide anything from me now, Alexei, and I will cut you off like a gangrenous limb. Your accomplices. You know that everything I have ever done has been for the Russian state. So how could a clever man like you go against me?
The mind needs space. But you're restricted.
Grandad.
Forgive me. Let me die.
The fortress, our beautiful fortress, became a prison. Worse, became a hell. The charge sheet said he placed his confidence in those who loved the ancient customs and spoke with distaste of the novelties his father had introduced. It's not a normal sort of whip. It's leather. They soak it in salt till it's sharp as a knife. 25 lashes on the first day. Don't! Maria, don't! Because he paid for it. God made him pay for it! On his mind.
That's enough, it's daylight.
His legacy. What would become of Russia when he was gone?
You must keep warm.
There was no city till he thought of it. No peace till he won it. He made Russia a great power. He took nothing for himself, and he did it all for love.
He worked himself to death.
No, it wasn't the work that killed him. It was the disappointment.
Oh! Don't walk off when I'm talking to you!
Talk to me about something else then.
Peter, this is Alexei we're talking about. You must forgive him. I know he's lied to you. More than once.
I serve the state without fear for my own health, even my own life.
So does Alexei in his way. Peter, they all steal. Only some of them do it more carefully.
The answer is no! It would be safer for you if you stopped imagining you can always get your own way.
You don't frighten me.
No one is outside the rules.
You've never frightened me.
Not even the most precious and beautiful thing inside my palace is outside the room!
Now tell me, how does this make your palace more beautiful?
I will die. And how can Russia survive when you all hinder and oppose me?
Peter. Peter. Not yet. Dear God, not yet.
Forgive lest ye be not forgiven. If not for the love of God, then. Oh, Heavenly Father, see into the loving heart of thy servant Peter. Free his soul.
Have you done with me so soon?
Free his soul from bitterness. Or perhaps I will look for someone taller. Won't stop working. Decrees, regulations about fishing, and the sale of glue.
You've been by his side for 10 days now, Catherine. He isn't the only one who shouldn't still be working.
It's not work.
It's too much.
This isn't work. He will see you, Alexei, should go on. Go on!
You lie, cheating little scum. I haven't the strength to greet you as you deserve. It's all right. It's all right, Alexei. I'm not going anywhere. How can I? What would you all do without me?
For a man who was always going on about his legacy, it was odd that he went without saying who should succeed him. Catherine was already empress, so it sort of had to be her. And since she had no sons living, there wasn't much choice for crown prince either. The one thing that half-wit Alexei had managed to do successfully in his whole pathetic life was to produce a son. And that's what gave me my last brilliant idea. If I could get Catherine to name Alexei's boy as her heir, which she did, and if I could get her to promise you would be his bride, which she did, you would be the next Tsarista. You would, Maria. You would. Except Catherine died, and the boy had his own ideas. He was Peter's grandson, after all.
Your Majesty, my further plans for the completion of your glorious cathedral.
I am the Tsar of Russia. What use do I have for a place where there is nothing but salt water?
Your most gracious Majesty.
Leave me alone. And do as you like. I'm going back to Moscow.
Majesty. Majesty. Maria!
Come on! Back to work! Got a cathedral to finish.
Even though I'm the Tsar, I have calluses on my hands.